It's still the lifelong dream of every football player to become an influential player in the career of his country's national team. But things do not always go the way we want. The same way that we can love a player, we can hate him and reject him. The dream can become a nightmare. In this video, we will present 5 great players hated by the supporters of their home country. Joel Matip. Joel Matip, the Cameroonian defender, has refused to compete with his national team at the African Nations Cup 2017 in Gabon, preferring to stay with his club, Liverpool. He told the press about his reason and his bad relationship with the team community, but the supporters and the Gabon press considered him a traitor. So they started to attack him, plus 6 other players who also did the same thing of refusing to play for the national teams. As such, the Cameroonian Union asked FIFA to forbid Matip to play with Liverpool, accusing him with rebellion and betrayal. Since then, Matip has become an enemy to Gabon's football supporters, and a sarcasm subject especially after Cameroon won the African Nations Cup in 2017 and the decline of Liverpool's results. Diego Costa. In spite of the fact that he did wear the national Brazilian team jersey in 2 games in March 2013, Atletico Madrid offensive player Diego Costa chose to play with the Spanish team after he got his Spanish nationality in July 2013. He reveals the cause of that by stating, "Brazil is my birth country, but España did give me everything." And that's what got the Brazilians angry with him. And they expressed that in the World Cup 2014, which was in Brazil. During a match of Spain against Holland, they insulted him every time he touched the ball. Some even asked to remove the Brazilian nationality from the player. And Felipe Scolari, the Brazilian team coach, stated, "Costa rejected a dream of millions." Piqué. Gerard Piqué is the most criticized player in Spain to a degree of hating him because of many things, such as his constant attacks on clubs and precisely the enemy, Real Madrid, his attacks on players and his administration, which makes him face a wave of hostility in all of Spain, except Catalonia, his hometown, and his support for separation and independence in his hometown, because he shares the same viewpoint and defends it as one of the people from this region. He has made sure to be present in all of the Defenders for Separation and Independence conferences and manifestations. He also shares on his social media his admiration about their works, and criticizes the Spanish government and the police about their intervention with violence. All these things make the Spanish supporters boo him every time he wears the Spain national jersey. Some have asked him to stop wearing the Spain national jersey altogether. Piqué since announced his resignation with Spain. Franck Ribery. After France got knocked out from the World Cup 2014 in Brazil, Bayern Munich surprised everybody by the international resignation of Franck Ribery, even though he didn't play in the league because he had a back injury. And his manager justified after his resignation that the player knew about this talk, that playing without him is way better than playing with him. The heads of French football didn't like Ribery's resignation. Some of them, and especially Platini, the president of the European Union, tried to convince Ribery to come back to France, especially since France was about to organize Euro 2016. They said they will need every effort to win their first trophy in many years. But Ribery rejected all that. As a result, the French press and people got angry. They attacked him strongly, and they even described him as a traitor. But the player didn't stop there. He attacked the French team on many occasions, and he was a big supporter of his friend Karim Benzema against the decision of forbidding him to play with the French national team. Messi. It may seem like the presence of Lionel Messi in this list as a joke or a lie can't be true to some, but Messi also did get some hate from his home country supporters. Some Argentinos think that Messi alone is capable of making his national team great, in spite of the rest of the team. But instead, he prefers to give everything to Barcelona, and he doesn't give everything to his national team. As such, others think that he did escape the responsibility when he announced his international resignation for a limited period of time after Argentina lost the World Cup in 2014 as well as 2 successive Copa America finals in 2015 and 2016. However, after he came back on his decision, the Argentinos didn't stop in insulting him. Someone anonymous smashed a statue of him in the capital, Buenos Aires. He even got verbal abuse and spit on by the supporters of River Plate in a game against Barcelona in the club's World Cup. And in the last World Cup, Messi got a big attack from the Argentinos because of his bad performance. Some of the Argentinos supporters had left a sign that said, "Donation for Messi to score."